difference between Japanese and English is
Oh
literally
yeah, oh
$20
yeah, yeah.
sometimes.
It could be
And
yeah,
I'm looking at that, I'm like, yeah,
yeah,
20
yeah.
bucks.
It could be like half price. Yeah, like I have a Spanish manuscript,
Mhm.
which is worth way less than an English one.
Yeah, exactly. It's
It's worth way
insane.
less. It's worth like half.
I mean, we know what it does, so it's like,
Yeah,
why does it even
I think I
matter?
actually put that in one of my decks today.
Okay.
I think I took a proxy out because for at one point that was the only mana crypt I owned was
Okay.
the Spanish one. Like I didn't own any other ones.
Okay.
So like I had like one like $30 one,
Hmm.
and I proxied it in all my decks.
Hmm.
But then I started to like buy them. So like I just kept buying them, and now I don't know. I own like maybe three of them or something.
Cool. Yeah, all my decks are like,
I own a lot of cards. Like for myself, I own a ton of cards.
yeah, I mean, you and me both. Obviously,
I
I pale in comparison, even though I do have like over 100 commander decks, but they're all like
You have 100 commander decks?
more than 100.
Oh my god! I have like 10,
Yeah.
something like
Yeah, I think if I consolidated
that,
like
or eight maybe.
the power, I could have like maybe 15 decks that are
They're really good.
like like
Yeah,
like Grand Arbor Dogs.
yeah.
But I think it's like
I can't even think of 100 commanders that I would
it happens over
even play.
time. I got these two over
You know what
here.
happens with me? I've made a lot of decks that are really, really good,
Uh,
but they're boring to me,
mm,
so I take them apart.
yeah,
Like I had a Brago deck that was
nice.
just so it was the dumbest deck. Like
Yeah, Brago. I mean, whenever you play that color combination,
so boring. Like
yeah,
you know what deck I actually enjoy playing? I have to
but,
unproxy it is Bruvac, the mill guy. It's just a mono blue deck.
yeah,
He's fun.
yeah,
He's hard to win with unless you mill people to death. But
yeah,
like it's hard to mill people to death in Commander.
yeah,
Like one on one, you can do it
yeah.
because everything's targeting one person.
Literally,
You know, and like if that one person doesn't have like graveyard recursion, then they're.
yeah,
But
literally
like usually in Commander, like when you're in a pod, somebody has like has a
something.
has like a
There's always a
a
chance.
creature that lets them shuffle back in,
Yeah,
or they have Nexus of Fate, so like you end up giving them their win con
yeah,
because
kind of.
like they just keep putting Nexus of Fate back in their deck every time they mill it, and then eventually it gets the last card, and then they can take infinite turns on you or
It's
something like
happened
that.
to you?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
wow.
yeah. I've had that happen to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even have a copy of
Yeah,
this.
I've had people like flash in like Lab Maniac.
Oh
I
wow.
milled their deck and then they flash in like Lab Maniac and go to their turn. Just win.
So I feel that sounds like they're like that sounds meta. Like they're doing that on purpose.
Oh yeah, no, they're like I play with a lot of really good Magic players.
But like, do you
Like,
play against them often with that deck?
um,
Because I would imagine, like, if I could sideboard basic, that sounds like you're sideboarding.
Bruvac is just like fun. Like I don't like I usually won't play that like with them because like they're I'll get,
Yeah.
like I can't play that. I can't even really play like even like
So your play group is like really high power then.
yeah
Okay, that's cool. I
like
mean, I would imagine that it
like
would be
the
that.
like usually the guys that I play with like I'll win like one out of like 5 games.
Okay,
Like even with something like Arbiter or something.
really.
Yeah.
And what are they playing?
Anything good.
Just like beasts, like
Yeah, they're like they're playing like a like super fast mana, like turn one they have 7 mana and
so you're
stuff.
basically playing CEDH.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
play it except my decks aren't.
Yeah.
Like I don't have any deck that's would be like the CEDH level.
Yeah.
I'd have to take out about 6 or 7 cards from my decks and replace them with other cards.
Yeah, because then
To-
technically
to-
you would
to-
have to get to your win condition as quickly as possible.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like right now, they're good decks. They're not competitive level decks, but I can make them competitive within like 6 or 7 cards.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I have to swap out. Like I have to put stuff like Lion's Eye Diamond and Grim Monolith and like stuff like that. I have to put
Nice.
like $500 cards in there. But
Yeah.
once you throw them in, your deck goes from like here to like
So, like, yeah, it just totally
it like
goes through the roof.
skyrockets like how good it is.
Yeah. So
Because
then,
like the idea with Grand Arbiter is you want to go first and you want to have as many ways to cast Grand Arbiter on turn 1 as you possibly can. So however many ways you can cast him on turn
Yeah, that really slows the game down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would
If-
imagine, especially against your friends.
Yeah, if you can get like a Grand Arbiter, and then like something else out on like if you can like Grand Arbiter turn one, and then like a God Pharaoh
And he
statue.
costs 4 mana.
He's 4 mana.
Yes, and then
So
you got
like
that Soul Ring out.
like if you could go like Island Jewel Lotus and like a mana crypt or like a mana vault, like if you could do that, you could like Jewel Lotus and boom, you throw out Arbiter turn one.
Then that gives you a chance to like slow everybody down.
Yeah. Then like on turn two, if you have to have like another like two more like rocks and a land, and play like a God Pharaoh statue or something. So now all their cost 3 more,
and then they're not playing,
and it's only turn 2.
Yeah, wow. And you could play the God Pharaoh statue as early as turn 2.
Yeah.
With what?
You have to have all mana rocks. Like you have to have a mana vault, a mana crypt.
Oh, because they're like
ring.
0.
Yeah, yeah.
Zero.
One is 0. You have to have like a lotus petal. You have to have like you have to have like.
And you've done that before?
Yeah. I've done it. I've done it where I have Arbiter, then like a God Pharaoh statue, then like Karn, where they can't activate the abilities of artifacts, and like a Rhystic Study.
Wow.
So so they can't use any artifacts to pump mana. All their cost 3 more, and it's only turn 3. So they literally on turn 3 with lands, they can only do it with lands. So if they're not playing more than 1 land a turn, they literally can only play 0 cost things at that point. Unless they're somehow they got extra lands.
Then what do you? Then you're just doing what you're doing. You're just drawing until you get to the approach of the second sun.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, like approach of the second sun, or like.
Or it's a fairy.
Yeah. Like the fairy. I'll start removing them.
Then at that point they just scoop.
Yeah.
If they didn't already scoop before that.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll just give up. Because they can't activate any artifacts. They can't cast anything with the lands they have because everything costs 3 more. So like they can only cast 0 cost. Then the next turn they can cast 1 cost things, and that's providing I don't counter them.
That's another fair point. Yeah.
You know, like okay, like the guy's like, all right, I have 5 mana. Wow. I can cast a Harrow now and get more lands. I'll just counter it.
Yeah.
I'll mana drain it.
Yeah. Then you get 3 mana.
Yeah, then I get 3 mana. Then on my turn, then I cast something else. I cast like a Smothering Tithe or something. So now I'm drawing more cards, getting more mana. I take like an extra turn. Then like Helm of the Host and get another. Do like what I was doing with you, like you start making copies of Arbiter.
Yeah, and then it gets to the point where I can't even do anything.
Right.
I wanted to build, Brutaclad?
Yeah.
Because you played the God Pharaoh statue.
Yeah.
I wanted to play a deck because that's a legendary artifact.
Yep.
So what I wanted to do with that was to make a token of that and then turn off the legendary rule. There's cards that turn artifacts into creatures.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And then technically what I could do is just make all of my tokens copies of that God Pharaoh statue.
I'm gonna make an artifact enchantment control deck that's sort of that idea. Not exactly that. Like I'm not gonna copy the same card, but I'm still gonna play as all stacks cards, and like everything makes everything you do cost more.
Yeah.
If you want to attack me, it costs more. If you want to play a card, it costs more. If you want to do this, it costs more. And then there's gonna be cards in it where like you can't do that. No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
What colors would that be?
Probably the same colors I play, like probably Esper, like probably blue, white, and black.
Okay.
I forget the names of the cards.
Shroom the Hegemon.
But like there's a card that whenever you cast a creature, you have to bounce a land. Whenever you can't if you play more than 1 land a turn, you have to bounce a land. So like I forget the name. It's like a confounding conundrum.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I see the art.
Yeah, so like I play those in certain decks, but my entire deck is going to be like that. Yeah. Everything in my deck is going to basically hinder or completely stop what you would do.
Yeah.
Like everything's going to cost more mana. You're only going to be able to do this once a turn. You're not going to be able to draw more cards. Like you can't attack me unless you pay mana for it. Like it's just going to basically be like it's sort of control, but it's also just like it's like pillow fort control.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna sit here, and you basically like unless you can start removing pieces of my thing, if I get like 5 pieces out, like you're done.
Yes.
Like